Okay, so today we're going to be starting a new Valheim Let's Play series. Valheim is an early access game currently available via Steam on PC. It is a survival game with procedure generated random worlds, so no two worlds the same. And we'll just get right into creating our character. So, very Nordic name, we'll go with Terry. Or you can only change very minimal things about your character. So just a basic hairstyle. This looks fine. Give him a little beard, and you can just change the colour. That's fine. So if we start there, we create a new world. Call this YouTube Let's Play. See here, you get a randomly generated seed. You can leave this as it is to just get a random world. I'm going to change mine to YouTube Let's Play, so therefore if you want to get the same randomly generated world as me, you will, making it no longer random, I suppose. But yeah, if you type that in as your seed, you'll get the exact same world as me. So we will start there. Okay, so now we get a little short introduction to the story. So, long ago, the All-Father Odin united the world, so he threw down his foes and cast them into the 10th world, and split the bows that had held the prison to the world tree and left it to drift unanchored, a place of exile. For centuries this world slumbered easily, but it did not die. As glacial ages passed, kingdoms rose and fell out of sight of gods. When Odin heard his enemies were growing once again in strength, he looked to Midgard and sent his Valkyries to scour the battlefields of the greatest of their warriors. Dead to the world, they would be born again in Valheim. So you kind of get a little feel for the backstory there, what the game's kind of loosely based on. Obviously it's completely open world. There's a bit of linearity to it because there is the bosses you have to take to face throughout the game, but it's a sandbox game. So this is where you'll always start, by being dropped in by our friend here. So, any minute now, he should drop us off somewhere. We always get dropped off at a Sacrificial Stones site, or a Summoning Stone site, I'm not sure what they call it. So here we are, if we look ahead here, we should get dropped here. And when you're dropped in, you'll be greeted straight away by our friend here, who's called Hugin. We talk to him. We have to kind of like chase him around. And sent here to guide you in your travels. The megaliths surrounding you are the Sacrificial Stones. They represent the Forsaken, which you must slay in order to ascend to Valhalla. Okay, thank you. These magical stones were scattered throughout the lands by Odin, a signpost pointing towards the ritual grounds of the Forsaken. If inspected closer, this one will reveal the summoning place of Eikthyr, your first prey. He is a mighty beast, so you need to properly arm yourself before even attempting to defeat him. Well, we'll see about that, won't we? And he's very close. You'll see soon, though, that he is there, but he's not there. You kind of have to summon him. So if you run over there now, he wouldn't be there. So, first what we want to do is we want to start gathering a few resources. You see something's already on the ground. Whenever you start a game, whether it's in this world or a different world, if you come behind this standing stone here, there'll always be some raspberries for you to get your first meal. And then behind here, there will be mushrooms. And he tells you about eating. Yeah, we know. So, the deal with eating in this game is you can only eat one of each item at a time. So I've got 2 raspberries, but I can only eat one. If I try eating another, it tells me I can't eat anymore. But I can eat a mushroom. See here we have 3 slots. So we could eat, if we found something else, we could eat a 3rd thing as well. And then they degrade over time and you can eat another one of that thing again. Yeah, you need to fashion a stone axe out of wooden stone. So, the stone, the only way to get it in the early game is by finding little bits and picking it up. And you can't punch the stones yet. You need a tool for that. To get wood is different though, you can punch these these little thin beech trees here, kind of like sprouting trees. You see that yellow bar at the bottom? That is my stamina. That depletes very quickly in the early game until you start unlocking recipes that can give you higher stamina. I knew I could hear someone coming for us. There we go. And he dropped some loot. As you see, as we pick up new different items, it unlocks new recipes for us to be able to craft. So once we discovered a bit more wood, I'll show you how crafting works. Just beat up a few trees. Show them how tough we really are. See, it gets really difficult to do stuff because your stamina is always an issue early game, unfortunately. We've got 11 wood, so we can craft a club, a hammer, a torch, or a stone axe. But for a stone axe, we still need some more stone. We need another one. So if we just have a little scout over, there's some berries over here. That's quite helpful. The more foods we can pick, these will regrow in a few days. Some things does come back, some things don't. They are one of the things that does. As you can see, my skills keep going up. Improved running. I think if we jump a bunch, that'll improve. You can see them if you press tab and come here to skills. You'll see how far we are through leveling, and you'll unlock more skills as you unlock more tools. So we want to just look for a little bit more stone. We'll probably run past a bunch. Good place to find stuff is quite often at the water's edge. This isn't stone here though, this is flint, but this is a very useful resource as well. We want to gather lots and lots of flint. We'll just keep coming across the coast. We've got a nice little structure here. Here's some stone, you see. We should have enough now. We can craft a stone axe. You just do that just by clicking on it. So now if we press the number relating to stone axe, we'll put that in our hand. We'll be able to use this. Let's go and see if there's anything in this little structure. There is not, but we'll be able to use the wood from it eventually. What we'll do first is we'll just chop. We want to unlock the hammer as well. So you need a bit more, another stone. Oh, we've got a boar here. This is a source of food. You can't, as you'll see, it'll drop raw meat. Well, this one didn't actually, it only dropped the leather scraps. That's also very useful. But they do drop raw meat. Obviously, you have to cook that before being able to eat. It's another one of our friends. So we'll just chop a bit more wood. In the early game, you'll find all your time is spent just gathering basic resources: wood, stone, flint, food. Which isn't the best thing to have to go through. It can be a bit laborious, tedious, but that's kind of, you don't start in life with everything you're going to need, do you? So we've got quite a bit of wood there now. Need to see if we can get some more stone. There's normally a lot of stone up around here, around where you start. Yeah, you can see some over there. Enough to make a hammer. We'll craft the hammer. I think we'll get told, but the hammer is like the ultimate tool you need to be able to craft. So with this tool, you'll raise mighty halls and towering fortifications. Start by building a workbench. This in turn will enable you to construct other things. Okay, so we want to build a workbench. So if we put the hammer in our hand, and then if we right click, it'll bring up the crafting menu. So as you can see, we've got many options. Workbench is what we need to build. I don't want to build it straight here though, so what I will do, if you press R, you put the tool away, it'll get rid of all the UI. We'll just find a nice little flat-ish spot away from the standing stones, although this is not a little bad area actually. We could probably use this, so maybe we will just build straight here. We've got water around us, which is useful, bit of a forest. So yeah, if we bring that tool back out, and you can, if you use your scroll wheel, that's how you rotate. And if you press left shift, it toggles whether it snaps. So you can't see that in action yet because there's nothing for it to snap to. But we build that. You can see it's opened up a load more recipes, and these come to sweet to us. The workbench allows you to craft complex items as well as giving you access to lots more building pieces to construct the hammer, with the hammer. Okay. You see, if we click on this now though, crafting station needs a roof, so you can't just have this out on empty land and use it like you can in games like Minecraft. So we're going to have to build a little structure around it. So if you go to building, so you have roof pieces, walls, flooring. Now I know that it needs to be enclosed as well, so I'll go ahead and build a little wall around it straight away as well, so it'll be enclosed. See if we see it snaps there with the snapping on. This is just going to be very, very crude to begin with. There's no need to build anything too fancy. This is not where you're going to keep it. Oh, we're just missing a requirement for that little bit of roof. I don't think it'll let us use it. No. Let's go and gather a little bit more wood. Just to finish off that roof there. Oh, can you see in the bottom left hand corner, our food sources are flashing. That means we're ready to eat them again. So we'll eat those too. Let's see, will it give us enough wood for this final roof piece that we need? Yep. So we'll put that roof on there. Okay, is this usable now? It is. So first of all, you'll see this flashing hammer here. This means you've got items that need to be repaired. Currently, repairing is free, although I believe that is going to change in the full release. So we'll take advantage of that and repair all our items. See the durability bar underneath them has all filled back up. Now what can we craft in here? We can craft armor, arrows, new axes, bow, which is what we're going to go for. It's very useful. Club, yep, all the kind of basic stuff you're used to seeing in games like this. So we're going to need, let's see what we need for a bow. We need 10 wood and 8 leather scraps. So we're going to need to gather some more wood. As I said, this will be what happens early game for everyone. It's just resource gathering. So I'm going to skip ahead here and I'll come back when I've gathered a bit of wood. Okay, as you can see, we've got nearly a full stack of wood. And so first actually I'm going to craft the club. That'll make it easier for us to kill some boar. So if we put the club at slot 1, we equip that. And if we just go and hunt some boar, that's what we need to get the leather scraps from to be able to make the bow. Here's a volunteer. Let's see if he drops any leather scraps. He only dropped raw meat. We'll pick up the stone whilst we're here. So just going to go on a little hunt for some more boar. Deer, no. I mean, good luck catching deer. It is possible, but it's much easier once you've got the bow. That's what we want to craft the bow for. Be able to hunt deer. So I'm just going to leave him alone for now. One tip I would say, just any kind of resource you come across, just pick it up. Even if you don't need it now, you don't know what it's for, pick it up, put it. We'll show you how to make chests and put it in a chest. It's it'll come in useful at some point in the game. Pretty much every item has a use. Oh, a little bush there that we're running into. So, can we find any boar? There's a boar over there. And we're out of stamina, of course, so we can't run over. Just got to lazily walk over there. Oh, he had a friend. Sneak attack us from behind. Okay. Oh, hello. There's a few of them over here, eh? And let's make sure we picked up all the loot that's been dropped. I think we have. How much is that? We've got 5 scraps. We need a few more still. And we can eat again. We're out of mushrooms. We could do find some mushrooms. These runestones you'll find everywhere. They just kind of little quotes and stuff. Don't really mean anything, I don't think. Maybe they are hinting at something. and I just don't understand it yet, which is very possible. So we just need a few more boar. There's deer there. The deer make such weird noises. I don't think that's what deer actually sound like. I can be proven wrong, of course. Well, my gut instinct says that's not a natural deer noise. Oh, some mushroom there. They can be hard to spot, the mushrooms, but we'll eat that. We have to eat these to begin with because it's our only source of food, but later game, don't just eat raw berries and raw mushrooms. It's much better to save them and actually cook them into a meal. Can't see any more boar. Okay, so we finally found some more boar. Let's hope they drop some of the scraps for us. Well, there's a good number of them over here. Hopefully this will be enough. Oh, we're running out of stamina. You can't even swing your club when you run out of stamina, which is annoying. You notice as well, these boar like to run off and then try and sneak back up on you when you're not looking. If you just leave them, they will run back to you. Don't need to chase them around everywhere. Was that enough? Was it 8 we needed or 10? I honestly don't remember. Oh. Let's get 10 just in case. I'm sure there was another one down here somewhere. Where did he go? There's a deer in the water, a boar in the water. We seem to be on like a really small starting island here. Let's go back to our workbench. Where did we put the workbench? That is the question. It's just over here. See, it's becoming night already. We really could do with getting ourselves a shelter and a bed. Maybe we'll do that. So if we pull out our hammer, we can just quickly make a really, really crude shelter with a bed in it. Oh, if you play something wrong, if you look at it so it highlights it, if you middle mouse click or click your scroll wheel in, whichever you have, it'll remove it. So this should be big enough for a bed. We just plop a door here, and then if we just cover our... Let's see if we can build a bed first. Need a bed there. And he'll tell us all about beds. Yeah, you can sleep the night away. Okay, we need to claim the bed. But it needs a roof. So, first of all, what I want to build is I know it needs a fire nearby as well. What do we need? Oh, we need stone to make a fire. We might just have to survive this night out, to be fair. Because we don't have the tools to get stone yet, unless we can find some scattered around here. But it's going to get harder as it gets darker. It's already kind of hard to see as it is. Oh, here's some here. So let's pick up this stone here. We can eat a berry. Let's make our way back. I think we've got enough stone now, yeah. Let's just make our way back to our little hut that we're building. We pull our hammer out. Our hammer. We just build a little fire here. And then we can come inside. If we just put a little roof here. Just a little crude roof for now. We should be good to go. I don't know if you can just cover the bed and that's good to go. Bed is too exposed. So the answer to that is no. Let's see if we can just put roof in here. We'll tear this down once it's served its purpose. And we can go to sleep. You see, wake up and you still feel like it's night. It's pitch black. But it'll become light quite quickly. The reason we built the fire here is you have to have fire near your bed. But if you place it inside, Well, this would have been fine actually because it's open, but you can smoke yourself out if you don't vent it enough. And we didn't have the time to do that. It was getting pitch black. So let's go to our crafting bench and carry on what we're doing. We're going to get a bow, craft a bow, and then craft some... Oh, what haven't we got for wood arrows? We haven't got wood apparently. So let's go and rectify that. We should have some logs we left down here from before. Okay, we'll just see to this friend here, just can see what we're up to. See how crude this looks now. It's there daytime. Looks awful, but it wasn't about looks. It was about keeping us alive. So if we build for every 8 wood, I think you get 20 arrows yet. So if we make 40 arrows, should see us through for a little bit. Oh, still got stuff we can repair. So if we now equip our bow, it'll automatically equip those arrows. Or if you have 2 different types of arrow in your inventory, if you click that arrow that you want to use, it'll equip those ones. That was a right click. So let's go and hunt us some deer. I will say that, for me at least, I found that the bow and arrow in this game, the aiming isn't the best example of the use of a bow and arrow. I find you have to aim quite high. You do have to take the wind into account as well. If you look at the top right corner of the screen where the little mini-map is, that arrow in the bottom left corner of that map, that is the way the wind is currently blowing. And of course, it's gone super foggy, so we can't see a thing. Excellent. Maybe let's work on a cooking station. We'll have to wait for this fog to clear. So, for our hammer crafting, what do we need for a cooking station? 2 wood. I can't believe we've not got wood left. I'm gonna get some more wood whilst the fog's here, and we'll be back in a second. Okay, so you can see we've got a little bit of wood now, nearly full stack. Obviously we will need more in the future, but just for cooking getting this little cooking station set up, that's plenty. So now if we come back over here, it needs to be placed over a fire. We place it there. You'll see now we get the option to cook item, or also numbers 1 to 8 to cook item. That means if you have 2 different things you can cook, if you have them in a numbered slot, if you press that number, it will add that to the fire. The other thing with cooking in this game is things can burn, so you do have to watch them. You'll see a little animation and it'll make a little hissing noise when it's ready. If you leave it for a little bit after that, it'll do that again, and that means it's burnt, and it will be turned to coal. Now coal is a useful resource later on in the game, but you don't want to be having to resort to making it through burning food. You can get a machine that enables you to make coal using wood. So we'll cook our last piece of food there. We'll eat one. We keep all our food here. Try and organise a little bit. You'll see I now got a bigger health bar, and our stamina bar will also improve because all our meal slots are full, and this is a better source of food. It should be ready any second. So if you hover over each food in your inventory, it will show you it restores 40 health, 30 stamina, it lasts for 1200 seconds. That's how long it is until you can eat it again, and it heals 2 HP per tick. CH much better than the raspberry. I nearly called it a strawberry. It looks like a strawberry. And the mushroom. Okay, so I was hoping this fog could be cleared up a bit now. Well, let's go and see if we can hunt anything down anyway. I feel like we saw some boar over here. Not boar, sorry, deer. I think we saw some deer over here earlier on. Yep, so you see we've got this deer here. To press control, you can sneak. He won't hear you. Because deers are startled very, very quickly. I think we're far enough away so that he won't smell us. But the wind as well, the way the wind's blowing can carry our scent, so they can smell us. But if you see, look, I'm aiming quite high, and we'll see where this goes. I'm not very good. That hit him, see? You have to aim quite high. And we got that one as well. That's some of my best archery skills so far in this game. So now we've unlocked more recipes. Now we've got some deer hide. And also they drop raw meat as well, so they're a really good thing to hunt. You need lots of deer hide in this game, and obviously it drops meat as well. Let's pick up some flint whilst we're here. Again, very useful resource. See what we want to craft next. So they kind of always want to have a goal to work towards instead of just aimlessly running around without a care in the world, which you can do obviously. Open world game, it's up to you what you do. But let's be a little bit more focused in what we're doing here. So if we come back to our crafting bench, let's see what we want to make next. Let's repair. May as well get used to it whilst it's free. We can make a better axe, so we can chop down the better trees. We'll do that. What else we got now? Well, let's work towards getting some armor. So we need to hunt some boar for the leather scraps. We only have one currently. We need 5 per piece of armor, I think. Yeah, 5. So let's go in there. Let's see if we can get any boar. We might have to actually swim across because this little starting island is very small, which, from what I've seen so far, it's quite unusual. But oh, here's a friend. Come here, little piggy. Thank you very much. This little piggy went to Valhalla. So, swimming again does take up stamina, so you don't want to try and go across too big of a stretch of water early on, because if you run out of stamina you will start drowning, taking damage. These necks also provide a new food source, the neck tail, which for me seems like an oxymoron. The tail of a neck, you're eating neck tail. Let's just quickly have a little swim over here, see if we can, first of all let's see if we can make it. Come on. Come on. Come on, you can do it. I think we're going to be fine. And let's just see what's on this side of the water. Hopefully some more things to hunt, because our side is pretty scarce. We'll take some. Oh, here's a friend, a volunteer. Don't run away. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Go pick up some raspberries whilst we're here. Like I say, always take the resources when you have the opportunity. Try not to let them roll down a hill like this. Okay. 3, so we need 10, don't we? It's not going to be an easy task. We might have to put a little cut in here, we'll see how long it takes me to find some boar. Oh, we've got some here. We've got one here actually. 2. Okay. We might be better off moving our base to this side of the water at some point. That's an idea for the future. We're on 4. At least if we can just get 5 to make the trousers, so we're not walking around looking like we're wearing a dress, a very short dress. That would be nice. Then we've got a structure over here. Oh no, it's a tree stump. There's a structure though. See if we've got anything of use in here. It doesn't look like it. I can't see a chest or anything like that. No. Nothing. Just catfished us. Let's open our map, see where we've explored. Take this guy out. And let's eat. Okay, as you can see, the weather is now cleared up, and I'm just heading back towards home. We've found a couple more boar, but we've still only got 6, and it's enough to make the trousers. So we'll head back across to our side of the water and at least make the trousers. Hopefully, when we get back over to our side of the water, we might come across a few little extra boar on the way that we missed in the fog earlier. But if not, at least we've got some trousers. Walking out the water like some kind of god. There's a little island over there as well, I think. I don't think that's connected to there, or is it? Oh yeah, it might be actually connected all together. Oh, that's the... See that area there? That is where the boss is. That's where the boss is marked on the map. I'll go over and show you what that's all about. So let's make ourselves some trousers at least. There's a friend over there. Is that a boar there? I think there is a boar just off in the distance there. Rag pants. Well, let's repair first. Craft ourselves some rag pants. And then we will put them in the corner and we will equip those. The one thing I'm not too sure about is the fact that it still takes up a space when you're wearing it. I don't understand how it can be both on your body and in your inventory, but hey ho. I don't think it was a boar over here. We were mistaken. So the next thing we're going to want to make is... Well, actually, I think we've got the basics. Armor, melee weapon, a ranged weapon, food. Let's cook up a bunch of food, which is not the most exciting thing. Okay, so I just cooked up all the food. So this is kind of like the basis that you need for your first night. I'll tell you one thing else we'll craft just outside here. If we just pull out our hammer, we'll just put down a chest to put our things that we don't currently use in, so like this. A tip, if you hold control and click, it'll send the full stack to the chest. And if you shift and click, you can choose how many you want to get in a stack, and then you can place that wherever you want. Obviously we'll just put it all away. Keep hold of these trophies. They're not useful at the minute, but they do come in useful. We'll keep the stone and wood on us for now, just in case you need to craft anything. And this is kind of what you need for your first. Well, it's going to be our second night, but for your first night, this will see you through. This get you surviving. So if we'll go to sleep and we'll leave it there. Obviously, if you've watched this all, thanks for watching, and we'll pick this up in the next video, and we'll see, hopefully very soon, what it's going to take us to kill the first boss. Brilliant. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.